Now, we're here because of the concerted efforts of one individual. He came to the community and said, we have an opportunity to name a street after one of your own. You guys know the community best. You guys tell me who's deserving of this honor. So please welcome Councilman Basheer Jones.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So excited to be here with you. And first and foremost, we thank God for giving us another day of life. And we've had some hard times in the city of Cleveland over the past couple of weeks. A lot of young people have passed away. And anytime that you lose your young people, despite where they come from, if you're a parent, if you're a human being, you can't help but to feel this in your heart. I want to thank my good friend, Director Epstein from Midtown. I'm so lucky to have him and to have Ward 7 and have Midtown within Ward 7 and to have a leader like him. So him and I, we were talking, and it's very important to me, how do we make sure that our members from the Asian community feel like home? And this is very important, that you should know that this is your home. Not just because you live here, but because it belongs to you. And our city cannot grow and be successful if we do not embrace the beauty of every culture. Every culture. As I travel around the country and the world for that matter, and you go to different places, whether you're in New York or you're in DC or you're in Toronto, and you see this beautiful Asian culture. And it's like, even though I'm this young black boy from Huff, I can't help but to feel inspired at the culture of the Asian community. And I can remember being a young boy, I would come over here, my mom and I, and go to Dave's. And I would say, I want to go to that place over there. I don't know what it says on there, but it looked like a nice place. And I tell you that the people were always so nice. And you remember that. It's one thing to say that you love God, but if you don't treat God's creation with respect and love, then how much can you say that you love God? In the Word it says, how do you say that you love God that you don't see? Hate man that you do see? Surely you are a liar. So if we say that we love God, you can tell that Stanley Eng loved God, not because he said it, but because of how he treated the people. If you don't treat the people well, if you don't treat the creation of God well, then how do you say that you love God? This is extremely important. So the director and I were talking, not only did we want to, as far as do a street, but we wanted to bring somebody in, like Karis, who's been doing a phenomenal job. Oh my God. Yes. Man, she's been doing a phenomenal job. Sometimes I think she's my boss, Joyce. But we wanted to hire someone that can be someone that's totally dedicated to the Asian community. I mean, Joyce was doing such phenomenal work, and it's important that you have, because even though you have Ward 7, you have these different sections that need its own attention. And that's what we wanted to do for the Asian community. And Karis has done a phenomenal job, Joyce has done a phenomenal job, and of course Director Epstein. So, in my closing, what can we do that will make sure that Mr. Eng's name will live forever? Now, in the Egyptian quote, there's an Egyptian quote that says, we suffer two deaths. The first death is the physical death. The second death is when the last person that you've impacted passes away. which means that when people stop mentioning your name. So we don't want Mr. Eng's name to ever not be mentioned. Even if you're saying, what's the direction to Asian Plaza, you're going to have to say, well, you know, Stanley Eng, you know, you got to make a right on Stanley Eng. Then forever, Mr. Eng's name will live, not only in the hearts of the people he impacted, but also in the hearts of Cleveland. And my goal as councilman is every culture, particularly in Ward 7, that I want to know who your hero is. Your hero may not necessarily be my hero, not because of lack of love, but maybe I just didn't know his story, or I didn't know her story. But now Mr. Eng becomes not only a hero for the people that he physically impacted, but he becomes a hero for all of Cleveland. Because Mr. Eng not only impacted Asia Town, but his impact impacted the entire city of Cleveland. And if we're going to be successful in our city, we have to recognize every single culture that impacted this city, and we have to highlight them and put them on the pedestal. Do you agree? Yes. Do you agree? Yes. So thank you for allowing me to honor you. Thank you for allowing me to enjoy and to also make Mr. Eng my hero as well. And this is my way of showing my love to you, that I appreciate what you've done, because your work has not only impacted your community, but it has impacted the entire city. May God bless you. May God bless the beautiful children of Mr. Eng and all the work that they're doing. And may God bless every last one of you who are here. And I say to you in closing, that if we say that we love God, we have to love God's creation. Despite if they don't believe what you believe, despite if they are Republicans or Democrats, despite if they're a dog or a cat, it does not matter who they are and what they are. If you love God, you must love what God created. God bless you all. Thank you so much.